The Baltimore Ravens punished the Pittsburgh Steelers tonight behind Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson. The Ravens ran the ball 50 times on their way to a 28-14 victory in Baltimore. They advanced to the next round of the playoffs. The Steelers had no answer for Derrick Henry or Lamar Jackson, who threw for 2 touchdowns. Derrick Henry broke a 44-yard run. He was seen smiling on his way to the end zone, trucking and stiff-arming former Ravens players on his way. The Ravens defense definitely came to play. They were up to par tonight. They held them to a 21-0 lead early in the game. I believe at the half it was 21-0. Steelers put some points on late. But wow, what a performance again from Derrick Henry. The Ravens are just a different team now that you put Henry in there. They run this option, and you see dudes just don't want to hit Derrick Henry. Isn't that Queen right there? Dudes just really don't want to hit Derrick Henry like that. There's Joey Porter's son, and there's Derrick Henry with them long, strong strides to the end zone. I mean, the Ravens are doing exactly what they're supposed to do. Now it's not about Lamar's stats, even though it never was. It's not about Lamar winning the MVP, how many touchdown passes he's throwing. Did you see that drive to open this game? 95 yards. Absolutely ate up the clock in the first quarter off of the first drive they had, and then, put the ball in the end zone at the end. And that's what they need to do. Pound teams. That's playoff football. And tonight, the Pittsburgh Steelers got pounded. Oh, boy, they got pounded, didn't they? And, again, Derrick Henry, he was nice. They had another drive, 13 plays, 13 runs, 85 yards, touchdown. These are long drives, bro. And as a team that has to keep tackling this dude Henry and then, trying to contain Lamar, and he's running all of these. He was jogging on some of these runs, man, because it's too much to commit to. I think this may have been the play where he got kneed in the back. I hated to see it. I think this is that play. Yeah, he got kneed in the back here. And I hate to see Lamar running too much. Like, you got to live with it, right? He's capable of running, but every time he runs, I'm like, man, please don't get hurt. But that's just his game, right? So even Isaiah Likely gave out a vicious stiff arm in this game. But again, King Henry, Lamar and Henry together. Jackson and Henry it's perfection, dog. 13 plays, 95 yards, 7 minutes of clock eaten in the first quarter. That's playoff football, people. That is absolutely playoff football. You see this 15-yard dime from Lamar to Bateman to put the Ravens on the board early in that game. They obviously didn't have Zay Flowers, right? And but they didn't need him in this round. And so obviously the competition is going to get harder and harder. Here you see them faking a reverse with Lamar, a direct snap to Henry, and Henry takes it up the left side and is just trucking dudes. Filthy. Get out of here, bruh. What is you doing, Minka? Minka! Son that boy, right? So you got to deal with the Ravens now. They don't just have Lamar. They have a bona fide, soon-to-be Hall of Fame running back in Derrick Henry, who's capable of running for 150 to 200 yards in the game. And he showed up. They showed up. And their defense also was a huge factor, right? We know they got the offense. It's that defense that they need to, really be there for them. And Marlon Humphrey. So, yeah, man, shout out to Lamar Jackson. Glad to see them win. Also, C.J. Stroud, the Texans, Joe Mixon. They got the job done in Houston. We saw the Ravens play the Texans, what was that, on New Year's Day? I don't remember at this point, but I think it was Christmas, actually. Yeah, it was Christmas, and the Ravens absolutely destroyed the Texans, right? So I don't know if people are still debating who the MVP is. I don't think it matters no more, man. This is what it's about. This means more than the MVP, the Ravens moving on to the next round. Uh, staying alive in the playoffs. The Bills will have to see the Broncos, Bo Nix, performing pretty well. But congrats to all the Ravens fans. I'm definitely rooting for Lamar. They mentioned it a few times, Lamar being in New Orleans to lift the trophy. And remember, the last time the Ravens won a Super Bowl was indeed in New Orleans. So 8-22 is a hell of a combination. And again, Lamar Jackson, I think he ran for about a cool 80 yards. Derrick Henry ran for about a cool 150 something, I believe it was. Actually 186. Excuse me, dog. Excuse me. 186 yards from your running back, 2 touchdowns, 44 long, and then Lamar rushing it 15 times for 81 yards. It's a lot to deal with, bro. I saw Justice Hill out there a lot as well. So we'll see what they look like. Look at Lamar's receiving core. It's likely Andrews, Aguilar, Bateman, Wallace, Hill, Miller, right? That's why they're so rush dominant as well. You know what I'm saying? That there's nothing wrong with. That's the winning formula, in my opinion, especially in the playoffs when it's cold. You don't want the other team on the field. You don't want them scoring. You want to control the clock, pound them into submission, and don't give them more opportunities than they need. And I think that let's see if I can pull up the time of possession here. I'm curious what the time of possession was in this game. Here you go. Time of possession. 40 minutes for Baltimore, 20 minutes for the Steelers. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is the difference in these games. Neither team turned the ball over, right? But, again, here you go. 50 rushing attempts from the Ravens, only 11 from the Steelers. Obviously, they were playing from behind, so they had to throw the ball way more. But, yeah, great performance from the Ravens. Bully ball. Baltimore bully ball is what I called it on my feed. So let me know what y'all think in the comments. Congrats to the Ravens, and they advance. Let me know what y'all think, and we out. Peace.